Hello everybody. We are at 5th of July, third shift. Okay, 5th July and third shift. Increasing the font for better visibility and also changing the background color to blue. Okay, which of the following is one of the largest spiral galaxies? This is a very tricky question because it's again very factual, and if you know it, you know it. And this is the answer. Okay, NGC 6872, also known as the Condor Galaxy. Okay, NGC 6872 is also called the Condor Galaxy. It is one of the largest known spiral galaxies. Okay, and it is in the constellation Pavo. It is in the constellation Pavo. These are the major facts which you need to remember. It is in the constellation Pavo. Moving on. Which of the following articles in the Constitution of India to president and governors and Raj Pramukhs? Basically, protection is that they cannot be convicted before, and even if there is or some notice from the, they will be given extended time to serve it. Okay, they will be given extended time because they are the as well as the Raj Pramukh. So their office is of utter importance, of very vital importance. That is why. So the Article 361 gives them the protection, and the protection is protection to the and the president or the governor shall not be answerable to any court for the exercise and performance of the powers and duties of his office. And second is during their term of office. During their term of office, no proceeding shall be instituted or continued against the president or governor during their term of office. This is also very important. Moving on. Which device is used to measure the current flow using needle deflection caused by a magnetic field force acting upon a current carrying conductor? Okay, current carrying conductor. So what happens is ammeter checks the intensity of the current, the intensity or the magnitude of the current, of how much current is passing through a wire. Okay, and galvanometer is much more sensitive. The sensitivity is very high, and also it is used for just checking if the current is there or not, plus the direction. So the answer here is galvanometer, because it's just talking about the deflection caused by a magnetic, okay, deflection caused by a magnetic force. So it is going to be very minuscule as compared to current which can flow through an ammeter and produce a reading. Okay, so you may read about it on the left hand side by pausing the video. Moving on. Which of the following states oblique UTs is Rof a folk dance of? Okay, Rof, again a very factual question. Jammu and Kashmir is the answer. Okay, Rof is a traditional folk dance of Jammu and Kashmir performed mainly by women. Moving on, the Ayush Ministry has collaborated with the UK's London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine to conduct a study on Dash for promoting recovery from COVID 19? And the answer is ashwagandha. If you remember, during the COVID days, ashwagandha was recommended by all the Ayurvedic people that if you have it, it will help you revitalize. Okay, it is also called ashwagandha, is also called this. Ashwagandha has a scientific name. Okay, has a scientific name, and the scientific name is Withania somnifera. Okay, if you can remember it, do remember it. Okay, moving on. Which of the following reactions leads to the formation of glucose pentaacetate from acetic anhydride? Anhydride. Okay, so the answer is acetylation of glucose, and everything about this reaction is written over here on the left hand side. Okay, acetylation of glucose involves reacting glucose with an acetic anhydride in the presence of a catalyst. Okay, you may read about it here on the left hand side. Moving on, according to the Census of India 2011, which state has the lowest sex ratio? The answer is Haryana. Haryana has the lowest sex ratio, and it has just 879 females per 1000 males. The definition of sex ratio is the number of females versus per thousand males born. Okay, moving on. From which of the following constitutions has the Indian Constitution adopted the system of first past the post? First past the post. Okay, the answer is British Constitution, but I'll just try to explain the concept of first past the post. Let's assume that there are three candidates available for the elections. Okay, A, B, and C. He has scored 34%, B has scored 32%, and C has scored again. No, this person has scored 33, B has 33, and C also has 33. Okay, and 33, A is the clear winner over here, and that too only by 1%. So the first past the post system says that anybody who obtains the highest number of votes versus all the other candidates, no matter he's getting a majority or not, the majority is 50% plus. 50% plus is the majority, but he's only scoring 34%, which is almost equal to failing, right? Because 33% is passing, so he's just passing, but he is not better than any of the other candidates. He's not much better than the other candidates. There is only a marginal difference, and the difference is of hardly 1%, and he is winning. So this is the first past the post system. Anybody who gets the maximum number of votes, no matter he achieves majority, he or she achieves a majority or not, they would be entitled to make the government. And also, this is much simpler, straightforward, and better than the proportionate representation system, and also a stable government can be formed using this. The central office of the Reserve Bank of India was initially established in which present city in India? Factual question, the answer is Kolkata. Okay, the factual question, Kolkata. Everything is written on the left hand side. The authentication, which of the following represents the two-factor authentication? Okay, so two-factor authentication means maybe you will receive an OTP, and you will also, like, let's say, assume this is OTP SMS, and you will also receive an OTP on email. So this is a two-factor authentication based system. So this is basically the use of two different credentials to verify the identity of somebody. That is two-factor authentication. Okay, two-factor authentication. Moving on. Which of the following communities, in which of the with which of the following communities is the word langar, communication, kitchen, mainly associated? The answer is Sikhism. Okay, Sikhism follows the concept of langar. It is a communal meal service provided free of charge to all visitors, regardless of their background or religion. Moving on. Community tradition is related to which of the following music streams? Factual question, factual answer, Hindustani classical music. Okay. It is also known as the North Indian classical music, and it has a rich tradition which is deeply rooted in community practices and performances. Okay, the entire community is involved, and it has various forms. Drupad, Khayal, Thumri, and Tappa. Drupad, Khayal, Thumri, and Tappa. Again, moving ahead, Ujjwala, a dash is was the official mascot of Khelo India Para Games 2023, and Ujjwala is a sparrow. Okay, it's a sparrow. You may read about it over here on the left hand side. The mascot of sparrow signifies freedom and message to overcoming challenges, which resonates with the athletes participating in the para games. Okay, left hand side, everything is written. You may pause the video and read it. Moving on, as per the census of India 2011, the density of population per kilometer square was dash persons. The answer is 382. Okay, the population density. What does population density means? In 1 square kilometer, this square with 1 kilometer length and 1 kilometer breadth. Okay, That is a square, 1 kilometer sides. So the number of people, average number of people living in the 1 kilometer area. So the answer is 382. Okay. It has increased from 2011, from 2001 to 2011. In 2001, we had 325. In 2011, we have 382. Moving on. When was air transport nationalized in India? Okay. Particularly, we are talking about Air India and Indian Airlines. So Air India was used prominently for international travel, and Indian Airlines was particularly used for for domestic travel. The scene here is that Air India was gifted by Jamshedji Tata to the then Prime Minister. Okay, and that's an old story. You may read about it. Everything is written here on the left hand side. Moving on, which city hosted the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament in 2023? Factual question, factual answer. Answer is Chennai. Okay, Chennai. You may read about it on the left hand side. Pause the video and read. As on 31st March 2024, apart from the Ministry of Home Affairs, which of the following ministries was headed by Amit Shah? Factual question. The answer is Ministry of Cooperation. Ministry of Cooperation. What does the Ministry of Cooperation do? The Ministry of Cooperation aims to provide a separate administrative, legal, and policy framework for strengthening the cooperative movement in India. Okay, strengthening the cooperative movement of India. Moving on. Which of the following exchange rates is determined by the market forces of demand and supply? Okay, market forces of demand and supply. See, if there is a lot of demand, the prices would go up. If there is a lot of supply, the prices would also go if there is a lot of supply, the prices would go down because not many people are buying it. So I hope you understand the difference. So the answer is and the exchange rate and the exchange rate would keep on changing, or basically floating. F, floating. Okay, so the answer is floating exchange rate. You may read about it over here as well as on the 1EQ app. Moving on, which view in MS PowerPoint is useful for editing and formatting a single slide at a time? Okay, a single slide at a time. This is like the most basic view, which is the normal view. Okay, moving on. In Kabaddi, when a raider, okay, so this is the Kabaddi field. This is the team. This is one margin line. This is another margin line. One raider. One raider comes from team A. This is team A on the right and team B on the left. Okay. Raider comes here and goes in the opponent's area and tries to touch the body part of any of the people, any of the other opponent's team and comes back. Okay. So raider, this guy who goes to the other's field is called a raider. Okay. And when he touches them, the touch is called a tag. Okay. The touch is called a tag. The answer is tag. Read about it. Moving on. Former Karnataka minister, Karnataka CM Dash received the Padma Vibhushan at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi for his contribution in the field of public affairs in 2023. The answer is SM Krishna. Factual question. You can skip it if you don't know about it. Okay. Moving on. During 2015, in Dash sector, Government of India had allowed about 49% FDI. Okay, 49% FDI. It was defense. Factual question, and definitely a dead affair. So you may read about it a little here. Sangeet Shankar. Sangeeta Shankar was awarded Sangeet Natak Academy Award 2021 for her contribution in playing which of the following instruments? So she was a violinist. Okay, she was a violinist. Okay, and Dr. N. Rajam was her mother, and she was a violinist as well. Okay, moving on. which are the first dynasty of which was the first dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate? Okay, so Mamluk dynasty was the first dynasty in Delhi Sultanate. Moving on, the district of Shivamoga, that is famous for its iron ore and manganese mineral, is located in which state of India? The answer is Karnataka. I by mistake clicked on the wrong option. The answer is Karnataka. Shivamoga, also known as Shimoga, is located in the central part of Karnataka state, and it is rich in various mineral resources including iron ore and manganese. You may read about it over here. Jharkhand is famous for coal and core, coal and mica. Rajasthan is famous for marble, Kota stone, and sandstone. And Maharashtra has mineral deposits, but Shivmoga isn't a part of it. Karnataka, and particularly Shivmoga, is known for iron ore and manganese. Okay, moving on. We are done with it. Thank you so much. Come back for the next video and do so like, share, subscribe. Okay, thank you.